Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to another show. Caden and I are here. We're at El Pescador Family Restaurant. A lot of bright colors on that sign. And it's all about family, and we're going to learn a lot about that. We're going to learn a lot about the food they have here, specializing in seafood, fish, shrimp, lobster, calamari. Oh, they have some of the best food in the world. Wait till you see what we're going to have out today. We're going to meet all the family here at El Pescador in Victorville is where we are. We're just adjacent to Midway Home Solutions on AdStar. And you'll be able to see all the, the great treats are going to be here. We're going to lay them all out for you today. El Pescador is where we are, El Pescador Family Restaurant. If you want more information, check the internet for El Pescador Family Restaurant, and we're here in Victorville. Why are we here? Simply because, you ready to eat? You ought to know. Stay with us, everybody. Great show coming up. Welcome back, everybody. Jim Hall, You Oughta Know, and I told you we're here in Victorville, California, just adjacent to Midway Home Solutions, and you may recognize El Pescador, the restaurant El Pescador, and the name comes from what? What does that mean?
That means the fisherman, but really the background is more seafood. It's
right.
Specialized in seafood.
Well, we've got to introduce you first off. Now, give us your name and how long you've been here with the restaurant.
Okay, my name is Carmen Rocha, and we have been here 2 years. In February 2nd. However, the Pescador restaurants have been established for 26 years.
Yeah, now we talk about that restaurant. That was established, wow, coming up on 30 years, not too far down the road here. 1983 or so, the first restaurant. And I know they have restaurants. I'm familiar with one in Bell Gardens, in La Mirada, and some other location, yes?
Yes, there are actually 21 restaurants right now.
And they're all related to the family. Let's talk about the family.
Yes, actually there are 11 brothers, and each one of them, they own either one or two restaurants. And so that's how it all came about.
Well, the family began with, what family is this? This is the Ortiz family?
The Ortiz family, yes.
And so they decided they wanted to be in the restaurant business, or they were doing what before they decided to make this all happen in the mid-'80s?
What happened, the oldest brother decided to start a restaurant business. And then pretty soon he had his brothers join him, and they grew very rapidly. The business seems like it started doing very well, and they decided to open more restaurants and have the other brothers manage the restaurants.
Now, the first restaurant they opened was where?
It was actually in Bell Gardens. Yes.
So that was number one that opened up.
Yes.
And the restaurant seems to specialize. To me, it's a very specialized type food. Not your typical what you would experience as a Mexican restaurant.
Exactly. What they have done with the menu, they have explored a little more than just your typical seafood Mexican. They have a little bit of everything. Even we have a dish, so almost a little bit more Italian, which is called empapelado. It has a taste of the mushroom taste to it, and it's a little more Italian, a little more sweet. It's very tasty, very, very wonderful.
Well, when you say, to me, Italian, I think a little bit more, maybe some tomato sauce in there or something added to it, or a little more spice?
The spice and the mushroom soup, that's what makes it a little more Italian, yes, okay. Yes.
Well, I had the opportunity, I was here a few days ago, and I experienced, first off, I started with an appetizer-type salad. And I believe it had shrimp in it and cilantro and cucumber and so on, just outstanding.
Yes, our specialty is like your combination of the seafood and salads, and also like avocado is very tasty. It's very colorful, and it seems like we really enjoy serving that, because the most important thing that our customers enjoy it.
Now, is the menu pretty much universal through all the restaurants then?
Yes, we do have the same menu throughout all the restaurants, yes.
But now we talk about the family, as it were, starting out with the 11 brothers and so on. But each restaurant, or a couple of them, are owned individually by different members of the families?
Yes, they are owned by each, they're only 11 brothers. They own all the different restaurants, yes.
Okay. So this restaurant, having been here where we're at in Victorville today, this particular restaurant's been here a little over 2 years, headed into year number 3. And your customer base, what do you see in here? The lunch times really busy, dinner times, and so on?
Actually, right now we're still getting trying to get a balance between lunch and dinner because and now we're gonna promote a little more of the breakfast because we have a very extensive breakfast menu. But I would say it's pretty much balanced between lunch and dinner. So now we want to do more with the breakfast also.
Well, I know I've seen the lunch crowds come in anywhere from the city officials here in Victorville and the local organizations, the county people are in. When I was here, there was a whole group of firemen from San Bernardino County were in. And everybody, I mean, I got a chance to speak with everybody, and they really enjoy this food.
Yes, was very inspiring to us to open the doors every single morning because we see how they enjoy coming in, they enjoy the food. We love serving them, and that's what makes it more inspirational for us to continue doing it.
Well, it's going to be even more inspirational on this show here in just a few minutes because you're going to see some of the food being prepared, and then we're going to have some food laid out. A lot of your specialties there, and our crew's going to sample that, and you're going to sit with us now, aren't you?
Yes, I will.
All right. And I know that there are some specialty items going on. Now, I don't consider this, when I say think of my typical Mexican-type restaurant, I think of the refried beans and the rice and maybe an enchilada or a tamale or the taco, but your menu is so expansive and so wonderful.
Yes, it is. It's actually, we have a very extensive menu. The choices are absolutely phenomenal. And it seems like every single meal is absolutely delicious.
Well,
yes.
They all have something to offer. I did try some of the appetizers. I tried one of the main dishes. I told you a little tease about the salad, and we'll see all that on this show as well. Don't go anywhere, everybody. We're here. El Pescador, am I pronouncing that right?
Yes, you are.
El Pescador means the fisherman.
Yes.
All right. Well, you're going to see why it's called the fisherman as we come back on this show. Don't go anywhere. We're here in Victorville. Phone number here at the restaurant?
760-843-0726.
And catering available or call ahead?
Yes, yes, catering. And also if we are going to start a delivery service as well.
All right.
Yes.
You heard it here. So a lot of things happening. We'll be right back simply because, like every show, you ought to know. Stay with us. Food time coming up next. Welcome back, everybody. Jim Hall, You Ought to Know, here in Victorville, California, at one of our favorite things that we like to do. We go out and sample food. We do a lot of other things as well. In fact, you've probably seen us if you've seen the show. Welcome back, everybody. You Ought to Know. And with me, Carmen, introduce yourself again.
My name is Carmen, and I'm here with El Pescador in Victorville.
And El Pescador is a restaurant family, started with family, 11 brothers, you mentioned, in 1983 or so. And now how many restaurants?
21.
21 of them.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're here in Victorville. First off, you have a phone number where people can call you if they want to call ahead or get information or catering information. You certainly can do it.
Yes, the number is 760-843-0726.
All right. Well, the restaurant here in Victorville is just adjacent to Midway Home Solutions. And what's the address here if people want to come?
14366 at Star Drive.
At Star Drive. And we're just about a block off of 7th Street, one of the main thoroughfares here in town?
Yes.
Yep. All right, now we're in one of the dining rooms. In fact, this is one where I could actually hold a banquet. I could bring the Odyssey staff here, which we've got here today, and but people can come meetings and all these other things. But the restaurant is laid out beautifully. You can seat how many people here?
It's 120.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it has the capacity, and in this room alone, you can seat what, 30, 40?
Between 40 and 50.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, this is one of our typical type settings for what type of occasion?
This is for special events. When we have special events set up with the china, and we have the glassware and the napkins and the linens, everything, we make it very elegant with candles and flowers.
And of course, we always start with our traditional chips and salsas out.
Yes, that's complimentary.
Yes, now complimentary, but I got to say, your salsa has a very special flavor to it.
It is. The person that makes it, he takes a lot of pride in making it, and he always wants to make it just right.
All right. Well, we do have the linens out here. Everything is looking good. There's our beginning salad. If I order the salad with the meal, that's what I
Yes.
got.
Yes, when you order your meal, actually you can you have a choice of soup or salad.
Okay. Well, one of the things we do start with, take a look at this, everybody. We're going to move along, and as we do, we're going to come up, and I want to show you some of the things. We talked about chips and salsa. Complimentary, by the way, when you walk into the restaurant.
Yes, as soon as they walk in, we serve it right to them.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is usually order salad or appetizers. I'm an appetizer type person. So let's talk about some of these appetizers. These platters are absolutely outstanding. Beautiful.
Yes. Well, what we have right now to start with is El Pescador combo, and it has 4 different types of shrimps. It has the breaded shrimp in the Costa Azul, which is wrapped with bacon, very tasty, very delicious, and very moist. And we also have the just the all natural, served with either cocktail sauce or Diabla sauce. Diabla sauce is a very mild, medium to mild sauce that we make, especially very delicious. And it's served with vegetables and a little bit of rice.
Okay, vegetables, a little rice. We do have the different types of shrimp there. This platter here now, what do we have here?
This is what is called the Fiesta platter. Fiesta platter actually has several different choices of food in it, which is for someone that's just beginning to have a meal with someone and they're waiting for someone else to arrive. They can order this, and it is absolutely phenomenal. It has beef taquitos, it has quesadilla, nachos. The nachos have the carne asada, is very popular. And it's served with guacamole and with sour cream.
Okay, so that gives you kind of a sampling of that. Now, when you order something like, how many people would typically share one of these platters?
Actually, with Fiesta platter, about 4 can, very comfortable, 4 can eat out of one.
Okay, and the shrimp, same kind of thing?
Same kind of thing, yes.
Yeah. And let's move down here, because this is where, here's a couple more. This will give you, in fact, 2 of our people said, I want to try this right here. They like the oysters. Oysters on the half shell?
Yes, and the oysters are very fresh. We get top quality oysters, which they're always guaranteed to be fresh. Yes, and
do you have buyers or somebody from your restaurant that buys, or for all the restaurants that buys for all the El Pescador restaurants?
Yes, we have distribution centers that they distribute to us, to all El Pescadors.
That's very good. Now this features the oyster. Now I'm not an oyster person, but a lot of people are.
Yes.
In fact, our staff here is waiting to get their hands on this. How are these prepared? What is the trick with oysters?
Actually, oysters had to get kept very fresh, and it's served with ice and your lime, and very tasty.
So the only way to eat an oyster the right way, I guess, is there a right way or a wrong way? Keep them cold on ice, on the shell, and then a little lime juice, people salt or pepper them, and then let them slide on in.
Yes, and a little bit of tapatio sauce. Right. Very tasty.
Okay.
Yes.
Right across here, now this is in my book of what I like today. Yes. Take a look at the shrimp here.
Yes, this is called the tostada reina. Tostada reina actually has all the seafood that is very fresh, very tasty, and also has the fresh shrimp, has topped with avocado, and a little bit of purple onion, and as you can see, a little bit of the pepper as well. But it's not spicy. It's very tasty, very refreshing, like a summer salad.
Well, that's what I'm going to head for when we sit down here in just a few minutes. But we've got more to show you, so don't go anywhere, everybody. We're here at El Pescador in Victorville, and if you want information, again, Carmen, that number.
760-843-0726.
Yes, and I've looked them up on the website, and you can find all the locations. There's even a map you can go right to, and you can come right here. So don't say we didn't tell you, right here, simply because you ought to know. Stay with us. There's more yet to come right here at El Pescador. Welcome back, everybody. Jim Hall, You Ought to Know, in Victorville, California, right here at El Pescador. And you see there's a salad, and we've got a lot of the entrees here, the appetizers, as you saw. We have the shrimp, the oysters. We've got the Fiesta platter. We've got the shrimp. And, of course, what would it be without inviting your friends, family, and coming on out? Because your hours are what, Carmen?
We open every day from 10 to 9. And on the weekends, we open from 8 to 10 p.m.
And you were telling me that even that breakfast menu is quite expansive. There's a lot there to choose from.
Yes, it is quite a few choices, and our food is very tasty, also very generous quantities.
Give me one of your favorite dishes, your breakfast favorite here.
Very popular is huevos divorciados. They are eggs. They actually separated, and one is stuffed with green sauce, and the other one with the red sauce.
Oh, stop. Making me hungry. We've got to get back to where we are here because we left off. We got oysters. We got the shrimp here. But here is when I order the entree now, I can order my soup or salad. This is one of your popular ones, yes?
Yes, very popular. Our albondiga soup, very popular, and it's served just before your meal arrives.
And salad, I can, again, have a choice of my soup or salad.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, these are a couple of the entrees that people can choose. Like, is this considered a combination type plate, or what do we have here?
What we have right now, this is called the Suiza chicken. Is made with chicken.
Right here.
Yes, it's extra large enchilada with all chicken. Very popular as well.
And that has the green sauce, I can tell that. But
yes.
the flavor must be out of this world when you combine what you've got here with, and that's all chicken, you say?
All chicken, yes.
All right, compared to right across the way here, we have?
There's the cheese enchilada for someone that is more vegetarian and they prefer something with no meat. We have the Suiza cheese only.
And special request, if they want something a little different, you'll certainly accommodate that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, this was good because my grandson, who appears on every show here during the open and close, he'll be back here to eat with us here in a few minutes. Take a look, a couple kids' dishes here. Let's start over here. This is, and this doesn't look like a real Mexican dish, but tell us about it.
Exactly. So many parents, they bring their children here because they love the variety that we have. We have 14 choices for the children. From pizza to corn dogs, we have just about everything, chicken strips, everything. We have a good selection for the children as well.
Okay. So this gives you a little representation, the corn dog and fries, or the pizza and the wedge potatoes there, so they can choose from that. Now let's move back down here because here's the adult dishes. Take a look. What is this one?
This is called Siete Mares, and it actually has 7 seas, 7 choices of seafood. Very delicious. It has the crab legs, which are very, very tasty and very fresh.
Now, how do you eat this? Like a soup? Yes. Like a soup, but in this, it's very rich. Take a look at this. There's shrimp in there. What else?
Shrimp. It has fish, and it has crab legs and a couple other wonderful choice of seafood in it.
And that looks absolutely wonderful. Now, right across from it, take a look at this, everybody, in a big giant shell.
Yes, this is a salad. We also will especially make salads. For someone that wants chicken salad or just a taco salad, we're very glad to do that as well.
And if I ordered a taco salad, would I have a choice of having chicken in it or carne asada, or what's my choice?
Absolutely. You can choose from anything in the menu, any of the meat choices.
Okay. Now, when we order one of these dishes and appetizers and all that, what is our standard bill going to look like when we're done here at El Pescador?
Actually, we do a lot of big parties and up to 20 people. And, you know, the meals, if they choose a combo meal, it's only $10.95.
Yeah.
So you can actually have 20 people here to come in and for $200, which is very, very reasonable.
Very reasonable. All right, one of my favorite things, let's get to it before we get to the end of this show, and we're going to sample some of the food here as we close it out. But what do we have here? This is one of our desserts.
Yes, this is also very, very well liked. It is called fried ice cream, and it's actually deep fried.
And how do we do that? What is that process?
Well, it is made with vanilla ice cream, and it has a coating outside to hold the ice cream together as they put it in the deep fryer.
And it actually does go into a deep fryer.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Right across from it here, take a look at this, everybody. Some strawberries here. What is that?
That is called the cheesecake wrap, and it's actually cheesecake inside, but it's very tasty and it's not very sweet. So after your meal, that does not overpower your taste for something sweet, and it's just very tasty.
Okay, right adjacent to that here we have the what I would call a churro.
Yeah, these are called churros, and they actually have caramel inside. The churros are very tasty. They're very light. Our desserts they're all very light. After a meal, you want something just a little sweet, but very light, and that's exactly what they are.
And And finally, right here, take a look at this, everybody. Is that a flan?
Yes, it's a flan. It is also very smooth, very creamy, and also what a lot of our customers, our guests do, actually they order one, and 3 people will, will share one. Okay. Yes.
And I've got to tell you, take a look at this, everybody. Drinks come in my favorite extra large drink, so you are not having to continually refill, but you've got plenty to work with. That's very comfortable for us.
Yes, our customers definitely compliment, and they always take a note about the large sizes of the drinks.
All right. And this is one of the popular items, too. What is that?
This is called michelada, and it has clamato, and it has spices, and lime juice, and also that you can choose your own choice of beer to go with it.
And that's what goes with it?
Yes,
yeah?
Yes.
All right. Well, there you've got it, everybody. We've got a little bit of everything out here. Take a look down here, Donovan, all the way up and down the table, from the appetizers all the way to the kids' meals and the desserts. If you can't find it here, you just won't find it. El Pescador is where we are, everybody. We're going to be right back. We're going to sit down and wrap this show up simply because you ought to know. Stay with us. We're eating next. Well, that's going to put the wraps on another show, everybody. Jim Hall, You Ought to Know, at El Pescador in Victorville, California. You can go to the internet, look up El Pescador. You'll find all the sites from Bell Gardens, La Mirada, all over. And you'll even find this one here on AtStar in Victorville. And we want to thank Carmen and all the folks here. You see all the food laid out here. We're going to dig into it and enjoy, and hope you'll come and enjoy it too. El Pescador is where we are, simply because, like with all of our shows, right, Caden? You ought to know. See you next time, everybody. We're going to dig in and enjoy the food.